And before we go, we have this week's segment of the DMV Dates.
Woo!
With Rosie Hughes.
I'm back.
Sweet. All right, I'm going to take first date here.
Yeah.
Because I think this idea is pretty sweet. So, the weather's beautiful. You know,
Yes,
we've had
it
some
is.
thunderstorms this week, and we have some fall-ish weather. It's still going to be a little warm, but definitely better, not humid. Yeah. So, what you're going to do for this date is you're going to go to the C&O Canal near Georgetown, and you're going to get a little boat ride tour on Saturday or Sunday. Get the last one of the day, so it's like nice and cool, 4 p.m. It's $20 per ticket, so kind of pricey, but worth it. Very historical, you know, C&O Canal. It's going to be beautiful, slow ride on a boat. Boats are kind of, you know, romantic. That's cool. And then you're going to get dropped off, and a block away, you're going to get pizza. It's going to be dinner time at this point at Il Canale. Now, this is a pizza place that has, let me see if I can pronounce this.
You got it.
Napoletana. I think that's what it is. It basically means that the pizza has a distinction, and it's actually protected. It's actually protected by the Italian government. So it's protected by the Italian government, which mandates that if you have that name, Napoletana, it has to have a specific tomato, cheese, and even thickness of the crust. What? I'm like imagining like people in the kitchen, like measuring and stuff. I don't know if it's that intense.
With like
but
uniforms.
You literally have to have like a wood fire. So when you're on your date, you know, chomping down on some delicious pizza, you can be like, hey, did you know that the Italian government sanctioned this meal that we're chumming on?
Authentico.
And that's sick. And as you're doing that, you cast your eyes out the window and you look at a building. And that building is actually where the precursor to the computer was built. A little history here.
Which building?
So it's the building across from the. I actually don't know the actual name, but it's the building across from Il Canale. And it's the building where Herman Hollerith actually perfected his tabulating machine in 1892. And they preserved it. So it's like a historical landmark. There's a little bronze plaque that you can go up and read. And it's a tabulating machine. So these machines were, again, the precursors to computers. They punched cards, and then those cards would tabulate, you know, data. So in the end of the 19th century, you know, insurance companies, the government used it, and then it was bought out by IBM and created and renewed into the next computer. So
incredible.
A little geeky fact for your date, and there you go. That's it.
That's truly something I never knew.
Yeah, a little holistic date.
A real treasure of a fact.
Boom.
Good job, Luke. Question about the boat. Does it drop you off and pick you up in the same place, or do you go on a journey?
Yeah, it does. I mean, you go on a journey as far as up and back. But
okay. It just goes bing, bong.
Yes, bing, bong. Exactly.
Okay. Wow, that's a really good date. And I love a Georgetown feature. My date is also has a historic edge to it. This is
love it.
And the Annapolis date, I'm calling it.
Ooh.
So you have to, I don't know if you've had on DMV Dates a crab eating
we have
experience.
Not had
okay, this feels like a hole that needs to be filled by me in this state. So it's summer in the DMV. You have to eat some Maryland blue crab. And, you know, you mentioned the price of yours. We all know Maryland blue crabs there's a shortage this year. The price is up. So this is going to be, you know, you're going to spend a little more on this date. It also might not be a good first date because you are going to get messy, but
got to break the ice somehow.
You got to break the ice somehow. So take yourself out to Cantler's Riverside Inn, get like a dozen blue crabs dumped out on the table, sit outside, enjoy the river views. It's gorgeous. Just like get to know your date, goof around a little, sucking the crab meat out of the legs, crushing the meat, crushing the legs, you know, show off your strength. Maybe have a beer, whatever. When you're done there, you're going to be full. So you're going to want to go walk off that delicious crab lunch in just like downtown Annapolis. Like go walk through the historic neighborhood. I mean, unbelievable. As someone who came from the Midwest, the layout of that city is bonkers.
It is.
Like it's all circles. It's wonderful
it's
and it's
European.
Hilarious. Yes, it's bonkers. So it's fun to walk around, and there's so much to see, and just kind of taking in these historic buildings. I have a few ways you could finish this date off depending on who you are. So if you want dessert...
Wow, a varied approach here. I like it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to bring in everyone.
Not everyone's the same.
Not everyone's the same. If you're a dessert person, you got to go to the Annapolis Ice Cream Company. So good, so creamy and rich. It's a classic Annapolis. If you're a tea person, you got to go to the Reynolds Tavern in 1747 pub and have like an authentic tea experience.
I feel like you're a tea person.
I'm a little bit of a tea person. That's a kind of a choose your own adventure. And then, of course, the fun fact. I mean, there's so many fun facts in Annapolis, but the Maryland State House is the oldest state capitol in the U.S. with continuous legislative use. It dates all the way back to 1772.
Whoa.
So
that's before 1776.
that is before 1776. This we know to be true. So that's a little way to just kind of get to know your date through crabs, ice cream, tea, beer, whatever you like. And to get to know Annapolis. So
wow.
That's what I have for you.
That'll do it for this historical segment of the DMV Dates.